and Anna Pimpi, who is going to be in the protest committee as well. And 45 seconds already to the start of this first race. It's going to be 7 races in total between these 12 players. And the winner is going to the semifinal. Am I correct?
No, the winner is going directly to the grand final in that we will have of the eSailing World Championship.
Well, the winner is going straight to the grand final, so it's going to be an important place that they're going to fight for. We have already several of these sailors who have been to a grand final before. Talking about SGR 88, talking about Attila and Kila as well. They've been there in Sweden.
2023.
Yuzu in 2023, you're absolutely correct. And 3 seconds to go as they get close to this start line. Is going to be the first race in the J70, the normal upwind, downwind course. And we're going to be changing the boat throughout the final. First one is going to be the J70, as we're watching right now. Looking at the chat, Clem BFC, nice to see you there. Very is going to see some Polish girls to fight. We do have several from Poland. Calafioro, Attila, and Kila are going to be fighting for this Polish spot. And there's also the GBA. Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The question is, after 3 female from Europe, we'll have the first one that is coming from another continent, or will be another European sailor? That's the biggest question that we have to make.
That's going to be a big question. Usually it was very European in terms of who qualifies in the grand final. We've had, Switzerland, we have Poland, we've had Sweden. And tonight, we're seeing 2 Japanese who might be able to take the spot. We also see an American with IPTNF Sailor who might also fight for the spot. We'll see who takes it. As
we have NF Sailor that she qualified on the first round. That was the most populous with almost all the sailor in there. She qualified with 3 victories, with 3 first position. So definitely one of the contestants should be her. The other one is SGR, that is actually the first female on points in the eSailing World Championship, so the one who make the most points. And, I believe the battle will be between those two, but do not forget about the former Attila Aquila champion of the STC last year. So it will be an interesting one.
Yep, as SGR was the first one to get into this mark zone and rounding that first mark. She's going to take the lead for this first downwind. Attila Kila, the one you mentioned, is right behind her. La Jefa GBA right behind that as well. The fleet is quite compact still. We'll see if there's any gap that's going to be created between some of the sailors and the rest of the fleet. As Kanako and Black Path are both taking a penalty here during this offset leg. And we see the fleet dividing, some going straight towards the left, the others deciding to go on the right. Wallach is taking the middle.
Seems the one that is right is the one in the middle. As you can see, Walex is going 11 point something knots, while on the other side they're going around 10 knots, even if they're free of cover. So the Italian right now, she is catching up a few meters on the trio that is leaving at the moment the race, and but still in first position SGR, second position for Attila Aquila, and really close La Jefa GBA.
SGR maintaining the lead.
One more point.
She came in third for a second there, but then took a penalty while rounding the mark, penalty 18. And that's going to slow her down a bit, and she unfortunately lost a couple of places right there. SGR still in the lead, still being chased by La Jefa GBA and Attila and Kila.
I believe at the moment SGR have the power to go solo, because I will not see. I will think that La Jefa and Antila Aquila will fight for the second position rather than team up and fight against Sarah. So at the moment, I believe SGR will be easily the winner for race number one.
Well, let's hope you
The
don't
thing
jinx her,
is,
but she is in a good position right now. She is in control of the fleet. She's on the right side of the course with this this wind pressure coming in that you see the darker zones on the water.
yeah. As you can see, Antila Aquila is going directly on La Jefa. Over here, attacking front, so there will be a battle between La Jefa and Antila Aquila. This one means SGR will have a little bit more room as the battle will be for the second position, to keep the second position.
Yep, Antila Aquila is doing that to slow down La Jefa, trying to, well, as you say, defend her second place. She's going to want to put a few more meters on her if she wants to stay clear of her wind shadow. But I think La Jefa will still be able to catch her if she decides to still fight for that second place.
Oh, now it's really difficult to understand what is going to happen because you need to stay in that path of wind. Seems SGR is managing to do that. Let's see if Antila Aquila can do the same. Antila Aquila actually went too long.
Yeah, that
SGR is still fighting for that.
That quarter of wind is trying to escape the players, so they're going to try to chase it. La Jefa decided to go completely on the right. Antila Aquila decided to go straight onto SGR 88. She is slowing her down a bit by 2 knots.
At the moment, La Jefa is going 14 knots. Really good speed for Antila Aquila. I will do a maneuver to avoid the cover if I am SGR, and that's what she did. Pick up some speed, let's drive again, let's see what's going to happen in the finish. It's really, really close, it's really, really tight. Is La Jefa actually catching up from underneath? And I would say La Jefa, SGR, and Antila Aquila in the top 3 position. What a finish!
That was a very strong finish by, I think it was La Jefa, you're right, who took the lead coming from 3rd to 1st. Used the fact that Antila Aquila was trying to slow down SGR 88, which worked in her favor, as the rest of the fleet is now crossing the finish line. And there we have it. This is the score for the first race. La Jefa in 1st, SGR 88 in 2nd, Antila Aquila in 3rd, IPTNF Sailor in 4th, Na in 5th, Yuzu in 6th, Black Panther in 7th, Calafioro in 8th, Walix in 9, Karaticus in 10, Kanako in 11, and Marion Prison in 12. Look a star in the year.
And
But
we
race
have
2
the
start signal has been given. And will La
This
Jefa
one,
GBA keep her lead? Yep, go for it, sorry.
Yeah, exactly. This one will have a really different and interesting start. We have a left wind shift with a right wind shift that is actually coming down. So I believe the right start will be on port on the race committee, the biggest and riskiest start of the game, and also kind of in real life. And the question is, who is going to manage to do that? You need to start really, really close to the right-hand side, but also another left wing shift is coming after that. So tactic is really difficult here. The area is really divisive. There is a left wing shift also coming after, a massive one.
Yeah, we see one of the Polish boats staying close to the committee boat, and then I believe maybe it's Yuzu who went more towards the pennant or the last third of the start line.
Yeah. Penalty for Calafioro. Nice start for SGR and Antila Aquila.
That was actually NF Sailor who was on the pin end. Takes the lead according to the ranking on the left currently. But we see 4 boats on the right over there deciding to go on port tack.
The problem is of NF Sailor is she have someone blocking her tack, that is Piraticus and the Black Panther. Now Black Panther is going because the right wing shift now is coming. So Interesting situation right now. Massive wind shift is coming down, and it's coming down really, really fast. We need to understand if SGR is in the right position or Antilla Aquila is in a better one with Walex. But I believe those three will be the one fighting for the lead after the next wind shift.
Yeah, this group on the right that you see on your screen over here is going to be the first one who reach this darker zone, so this stronger winds. But then, as you said, with the shift, it can change again.
As you can see, the ley line are adapting now, are rotating closer to the sailor. So it means that the sailor on the right hand side have less water to sail, and this could be advantageous for them. Really bad tack from Walex that she tacked too close to Antilla Aquila. And I believe at the moment Antilla Aquila will be in the lead. She's really, really close with SGR. If the wind keeps like this, so she has the possibility to round without any more tacks, and that will be really, really helpful for her. While SGR still have 2 attacks to go.
Yeah, it's gonna be tight for this mark rounding. But as you said, SGR is gonna slow down by doing these tacks. Black Panther decided to tack early and not wait until the ley line. Just gonna go straight to the right over there. And we will see who reaches the mark first between the Swedish and the Polish.
Actually, at the moment is a good moment for SGR.
But she has to go behind.
Yep. She's really close though.
And we have Attila Aquila taking the lead in this first downwind. SGR close behind, Paradicus on their heels as well. And Nanana, the Japanese sailor, is right behind them as well. So they're going to start splitting a bit. And then Nanana is going to be covering, well, at first Paradicus, but then she's going to have now focused towards Attila Aquila. And Paradicus is going to try to maneuver in the middle, try to avoid any wind shadow.
Yeah, they're really, really polite on this downwind. While Yuzo is attacking, NF Sailor is trying to go as fast as she can. SGR and Antilla Aquila are really close, thanks to Peraticus. As you can see, NF Sailor and Nanana are fighting strenuously for that position. SGR, to be honest, at the moment is coming really, really fast. They're going to the same mark, probably, because there's a right wind shift coming down. And as you can see, SGR is going really, really much faster. She could tack immediately,
which she does.
And let's see if this split could help her.
And I think Yuzu accidentally touched the mark over here. I see a 31 on her name. Black Panther taking a penalty as well at 18.
Yep.
So pretty straightforward sailing right now. Not much attacks, not much changes. They're gonna keep going on this tack for a bit.
Yeah, we are waiting for the next left wind shift that is coming right now.
And Paradicus tacks, so does SGR. I believe that's
Aquila is gonna on the right hand side, everybody's going. Yeah, it's a kind of a mistake here, because if she gives her the penalty, you know, that one is a difficult situation for Antilla, because at the moment she has the right of way in the moment they attack. But SGR could be slightly ahead, but there is a right wind shift, so Piraticus will be also close. Be interesting to understand what is going to happen next stack. Ooh, early call for SGR. Early tack.
Yep.
That's an interesting.
She decided to stay on starboard. And I'm not going to go on port. Attila Kila is now attacking over the ley line. She's going to slow down Heradicus a bit by putting her in her wind shadow. There's a 0.1 knot difference between the two of them. SGR coming in on the left over there.
They're again really close.
Yeah,
the problem
very
is
close.
right now SGR is benefiting from a left wing shift that Antila Aquila is struggling to fight against.
That is,
and she could cross in front.
yeah, very well
And
said
she
by
could make it.
SGR. And Attila Kila almost getting to a full stop over there, manages to ease just around this mark, and SGR takes the lead.
And now it's all about Piraticus. SGR needed to put herself between her and Piraticus, so Piraticus will cover Antila Aquila. At the moment, Antila Aquila is going slightly faster, but is going much higher. She wants to catch up the big puff, but she is going to laugh too much, in my opinion.
Oh, there is she going at 9.2 knots, SGR 8.6. So there's like 0.5 knot, 0.6 knots difference between the two of them.
Yep.
But there is a 50-meter lead. And Attila Kila might be slowed down by Paradicus as well.
Yep. So even if he's faster, she's going 1 knot faster. She makes so much to go to cover SGR, and right now it's too late. And SGR finishing in first position. Congratulations.
Yep, SGR first. Attila Kila is going to take the second place. Paradicus is going to take number 3. And then looks like we're going to have a fight for number 4 between NF Sailor Yuzu and Kanako. NF Sailor manages to push Yuzu towards Kanako, who had to steer away. And it's going to be 4 for NF Sailor, 5 for Yuzu, 6 for Kanako, and then shortly after in 7, La Haifa, and 8, Marion Pison is going to come in. It's not going to be 4, there's going to be Black Panther and Calafiora, then Marion Pison and Wallix, finishing the march. And there we have the confirmation on your screen. As I said, SGR 88 in first, Attila in second, Radicus in third, NF Sailor in fourth, Yuzu in fifth, Kanako in sixth, in 7, 8, La Haifa GBA 9 for Black Panther, 10 for Calafioro, Marion Pison in 11, and Wallix in 12.
Wow, that's really interesting. We have the updated results if you want.
Great. Let me switch to that. And there you see it. SGR takes the lead now, finishing second and first. Attila Kila jumps up to second. She was third before. NF Sailor jumps up a spot as well, coming in third with 8 points. La Haifa GBA in fourth with 9 points. Yuzu is now fifth with 11 points. 12 points in sixth. Paradicus in 7th, 13 points. Black Panther in 8th with 16 points. Kanako in 9th with 17 points. 18 points for Calafioro in 10th. Wallix in 11th with 21 points. And Marion Prison 23 points in 12th. So at the moment, it is a battle between SGR 88 and Attila Kila for the first place, 3 and 5 points, but NF Sailor is creeping in behind. Don't forget about La Haifa GBA, who did finish first in the first race, so she can absolutely pull another one. Another win. Again, that will put her back onto the podium. As you mentioned, it's the first who goes to the grand final, and then second to fifth to playoffs, is that it?
Yep.
So you want to be in that top half of the fleet.
Yeah, and at the moment, Yuzu is the fifth with 11 points, with 12 points from Nanana and 13 from Piraticus.
Yep, so it is still very close. We've only done 2 races, but we'll see how it evolves. 13 seconds to go.
Oh, there is a massive right wing shift with strong wind coming in. So probably the smart move is to start on the starboard and back as fast as you can. As you can see, Until Aquila did that. SGR now is doing it with Black Panther. Until Aquila definitely best to start after the first wind shift, and Yuzu is definitely best start just because she started much better. But looking at the first wind shift, Until Aquila, she is going 11.5 while on the other side 11.2. So as you can understand, stronger winds. Even helpful here, but at the moment SGR seems going really well to the left. Different path is coming down for the second part of this upwind leg, and being on the left hand side would be helpful.
Well, Yuzu is going to be the one reaching the ley
now.
line first, yeah, but SGR is above. Yuzu attacking now, SGR doing that right after. The whole fleet is going to slowly
attack. Cross. She can cross in front of La Jefa, but she cannot. She'll be covered from Until Aquila, and then she went for another attack. And now also La Jefa is catching up. So 2 Polish in the 2 first in top position. Let's see if La Jefa has the right of way or not. Yes, she has, but she doesn't risk it. And SGR keep the second position, La Jefa in third, Black Panther in fourth. Finally, we can see Black Panther coming back. Higher standard.
Yep. And well, she is being slowed down by La Jefa, who's just above her, and we see La Jefa going slightly faster. Going a knot faster. More than a knot.
Nice move from SGR that she jibe in a safer position, while La Jefa and Black Panther are still fighting for that one. She is getting close to Until Aquila, and the consistency now is the king.
Yeah, well, our top 2 currently is our top 2 overall as well. So these 2 are definitely fighting it. Well, fighting for it. Attila Aquila is the one who rounds this gate first. SGR shortly after, and La Jefa GBA is going to take that third spot. Black Panther clings onto her 4th position, rounds the mark. And if she can maintain this position, that's going to be a nice boost for Black Panther over here.
Give me 1 second, I have a small issue with connection.
Yep.
So Until Aquila continuing on the left hand side, while SGR on the right hand side, while SGR is going to the left hand side. Not sure if it was wise from the Polish to leave Sarah alone. She's going almost 1 knot faster, 0.7 knots faster. So definitely SGR is getting closer to Until Aquila. Let's see even.
I feel like it's always this thing. We've seen this 4 times in a row now, where both of them are crossing paths at the same time at the mark. And sometimes it's Attila and sometimes it's SGR, and this time Attila Aquila takes the lead. This is going to be the last downwind, so the last chance to fight for that first place, but I
believe SGR has the problem of La Jefa, that she wants also the second position.
Yeah, and Black Panther still behind. She might be able to slow down La Jefa GBA, which is going to be helpful for SGR and Attila Aquila. So far, Attila Aquila is in no wind shadow, so she is clear to sail. And then we're going to have a fight here between La Jefa and SGR 88. Maybe that can benefit Black Panther right behind them.
Oh, Black Panther went to cover SGR.
Yeah. And SGR deciding to go onto La Jefa GBA. This is going to be a close finish between these boats.
Yeah.
And looks like SGR is going to take the lead, so take that second place. La Jefa in third. Black Panther takes her fourth. Radicus is not far behind. Kanako is going to fight for 6 with NF Sailor. And I think, actually, I don't know which one took it first. Nanana in 8, Calafioro is going to take 9, Walix in 10, and then it's going to be Mayon Prison and Yuzu in 11 and 12. And there we have it. And between Kanako and NF Sailor, it was Kanako arriving just before NF Sailor in the same 10th of second. But this is the final ranking. Attila and Kila in first, SGR88 in second, Nahafaji Bay in third, Black Panther in fourth, Paraticus in fifth, Kanako in sixth, IPT and NF Sailor in 7, Nanana in 8, Calafioro in 9, Walix in 10, Yuzu in 11, and 12 for Marion Prison. And again, some very consistent sailing from SGR and Attila and Kila. We're going to switch to that scoreboard. And see how that has been updated. SGR 88 maintains the lead with 5 points. Attila Kila gets 1 point closer in second with 6 points. La Jefa Chibi takes the third with 12 points. LF Sailor in fourth with 15 points. Paraticus in fifth with 18 points. 20 points tied between Black Panther and Nanana for 6 and 7. Yuzu in 8 with 22 points. Kanako in 9 with 23 points. 27 points for Calafioro. 31 points for Walix and 35 for Marion Prison. How do we break the tie between Black Panther and Nanana? You just align the scores for each of their race, and the one with the best score takes the lead. So the best score for Black Panther was 4th, the best score for Nanana was 5th, so Black Panther takes 6 and Nanana takes 7.
Oh, I thought you were asking for the start. Rather than speaking about the start.
No, I was just talking about the start. Giovanni is our PRO, he's on top of giving the starts and the instructions and everything, so a quick shout out to him as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Giovanni is doing an impressive job for helping us for all the STC and eSailing World Championship events that we are having together.
Yep, tonight is the Steering the Course, and Tuesday is going to be Knockout 5.
Yep,
before last knockout in the eSailing World Championship 2025. 30 seconds to go. Let's get closer to the boats. And with the knockout, it has also a very wide angle to the wind. Its best VMG is like 51 degrees or 50 degrees around there.
So you also have a really wide boat.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Because it's easier to get penalties. See how many penalties we saw already.
Yeah, we already see 3 boats in penalty over here. Watch out for the false starts. Watch out for the pen starts. 1 second to go, and it is a go. Attila Kila with a far start. Not the only one. NF Sailor as well. Yuzu as well.
SGR is out, but no, okay.
No, SGR was fine. She came back and penalty was removed. But that was a tough start for most of them who were at the top of the overall leaderboard. That's going to help the other players. La Jefa GBA currently in third with 12 points in total, is leading with Kanako. And Kanako is where she dropped down to 5th, as I said that.
I'm looking at La Jefa. She's playing in an impressive way. That was meaning like you can laugh up a little bit.
Yep.
But if you're doing the wrong tactic, like La Jefa went to the wrong direction, but she's still in the lead because of the skill that she has.
Yep.
But look at Calafioro now. She is probably no. Look at Kanako. Look, she's coming like at 15 knots. She was foiling because they are on the right way. They're on the left-hand side where actually Calafioro right now and Kanako are flying at 17 knots.
And Kanako just went up on her foils. The Nakra will start foiling at around 18 knots, a bit more. And well, Calafioro and Kanako take the lead. Calafioro was 10th overall with 27 points, and Kanako was 9th overall with 23 points. So they're gonna want a strong performance like this but La Refa GBA is not far behind.
Yeah, and La Jefa GBA is actually the one who can benefit the most, because at the moment SGR is in 10th and Until Aquila in 7th, so not a good moment for them.
As Calafiora rounds the mark first, Kanako still in second, and La Refa GBA might be able to take second from Kanako. As behind we see Yuzu taking a penalty here, rule 11.
Until Aquila and SGR now are really, really close. Especially with this left wing shift coming down. Let's see if Antila is going on looking for a feisty battle with SGR. No, actually don't.
We see Attila and Paraticus on the left, yeah. And then everyone is on the right over there.
That will be interesting to see what's going to happen. But in the moment we have Calafiora in the lead, second position for Kanako, third position for La Jefa GBA.
And that was well played by Calafiora. She put a bit, she increased the gap that she had between her and Kanako, putting her in a bit more comfortable spot for this down when she forgot to put out the speed, looks like.
Penalty for Antila Aquila.
And that's going to be costful for her, as Kanako now takes the first place. Attila Aquila, you said, took a penalty over here in 7th. And La Jefa GBA is in 3rd.
Yep. And we are going close to the finishing line.
Looks like Kanako is going to take that first place. Calafiora is going to take that second place. La Jefa GBA is going to take a comfortable 3rd as well. Paraticus in 4th. Sorry, Nanana in 4th and Paraticus in 5th. It's going to be close with Yuzu, but I think Paraticus has it, yep. And then SGR 88, Black Panther, NF Sailor, Wallix, and Marion en Prison are arriving over here. Marion en Prison flying at almost 26 knots.
This one is opening up everything back again, you know?
Yeah. This start by Antila and Kila and SGR 88, this false start really cost them this race. And that opens it up, as you said, for La Jefa GBA to come in the mix as well, because she was very close, and we'll see the updated score in just a second.
The results are already updated.
Perfect.
Just finished the picture, so we can start the procedure for the next one.
And there we have it. Let's commentate on these scores a bit. SGR 88 and Attila and Kila are tied at first place with 13 points. La Jefa GBA is still in 3rd, but got closer to them at 15 points. Paraticus is 4th with 23 points. Kanako jumped up to 5th with 24 points, tied with Na. NF Sailor 25 points in 7th. Yuzu in 8th with 28 points. 29 points tied between Calafiora and Black Panther for 9 and 10. 42 points for Wallix and 47 points for Marion en Prison in 12th.
It's supposed to be on Wednesday, right? Or
yeah,
Thursday,
I believe.
something like that.
Yeah. As the start procedure has been given for race number 5 for the Far East. And this is a J70 like boat, but not really at the same time.
Yeah.
I think it has a tighter upwind than the J70. Yeah, what do you think are the key differences between the Far East and the J70?
You know, having the hull that is much wider will force the boat to increase the probability of penalties between the boats. And this one is one of the biggest problem because everything else is almost the same, but even just a few centimeters here are making a strong differences between the for example, a good start and a bad start. You can see on nearby the race committee boat, Walex is actually feeling that because she actually get a penalty from SGR from that. And impressive start here from the Swedish. That is the first one who is on port board, and with a probable right wind shift coming right after, she will gain a lot. The only problem would be La Jefa, because at the moment she actually managed to cross over Yuzu. That was the only one that could give her one penalty in the end. If the wind stayed like this, La Jefa is definitely in the lead, but if he's rotating back to the right before the end of the leg, SGR is actually can have a possibility to catch up with that.
Yeah, we're watching the two boats on the two extremes, sorry. Going more or less at the same speed, so the shift is going to decide which one takes the lead.
Yeah. There is a rotation coming from the right. It depends when it's coming.
I think... it's gonna be tight. I think La Jefa is gonna stay in the lead. But this crossing, they have a lot of boats at the same area. Nanana didn't manage to keep clear of NF Sailor, takes the penalty and is going to be slowed down for 10 seconds.
And now, as you can see, the right wind shift came down and La Jefa actually managed to take the lead, while, for example, NF Sailor, she's stuck in the middle of the traffic. She need to get a penalty to go there. And look at SGR is in a problem with Antila Aquila. So top three are in the top three position. That's really amazing. And let's see which kind of battle they will have. Because it's why the two fight between each other. Let's understand how they will do it.
Yeah, well, we see some of the fleet deciding to go on the right over here. That's the case for NF Sailor. The top three, as you say, stay together. No real fight still between them. Kanako is in the mix as well.
But Kanako is slowing down until, I believe.
Yeah.
Because SGR is going 5 degrees deeper, so SGR can take the second position. She has the right of way and penalty on Antila. Really well done by SGR.
And that's going to help Kanako as well.
Yep.
Who's arriving on...
again. Seems La Jefa have same issue as before. If the right wheel shift is coming down, she's getting the lead. If not, SGR is getting it. But seems La Jefa is slightly luckier than SGR, because it seems the right wheel shift is in right now for her.
She has like a 24-meter lead, so if the wind does shift in SGR's favor, she's not gonna be knocked down too far.
Yeah.
As she already tacked over the ley line over here. SGR88 is tacking now. She's not gonna wait for the ley line.
Yeah, she's going straight on Antila. She doesn't want... she's fighting to keep the second position, not to hunt for the first one. And that's a wise move from SGR. Or more on the defensive side rather than an aggressive one for La Jefa. The problem is Kanako is really close.
Yeah, Kanako is in over here, which means that Tilankila is going to have to pass behind Kanako. La Jefa GB8 starts her downwind SGR88 is right behind her. It looks like she's going to be able to cover. Maybe La Jefa GBA both going at 16.5 knots. But SGR is also being slowed down by Kanako behind.
Yeah. And Kanako is slowed down by Antila, that is slowed down by NF Sailor, so.
But looks like an easy win for La Jefa GBA, where it's easy finish at least.
Yeah.
For La Jefa GBA, she worked on it for the regatta. SGR88 in second. Kanako is going to take third. And Attila Aquila is gonna fight with NF Sailor for number 4. I think Attila takes number 4, NF Sailor 5, Black Panther 6.
Correct.
Wallix in 7, Yuzu's gonna take 8, and Calafioro 9, Paradicus 10, Nanana 11, and Mario Prison in 12. We're just gonna confirm that with the race score. La Jefa took the lead from the start and kept it throughout the race. Well played by her. SGR88 came in second, Kanako in third, Attila Aquila in fourth, NF Sailor in fifth, Black Panther in 6, Wallix in 7, Yuzu in 8, Calafioro in 9, Paradicus in 10, Nanana in 11, and Marion Pison in 12. Very close finishes, and let's switch to the results. There we have it. SGR88 in the lead with 15 points. La Jefa GBA jumps to second with 16 points. Attila Aquila drops to third with 17 points. 27 points for Kanako in fourth. NF Sailor with 30 points in fifth. Paradicus in sixth with 33 points. 35 points for Nanana in seventh. Black Panther in eighth with 35 points as well. Yuzu 36 points in 9. Calafioro in 10th with 38 points. 49 points for Wallix in 11. And Marion Pison with 59 points in 12th. Next race is going to be in the Star in just a minute.
She will be interesting. It will be interesting. And NF Sailor also, that was one of the favorites of the whole event by winning the first one with 3 victory, 1 second, and 1 third. Right now in 5th position is kind of strange to see her there.
Well, all of these sailors that we're seeing all qualified through the different knockouts, so they were at the top of the fleet in their respective events. And now they're fighting against La Crème de la Crème.
Yeah, that's true.
As the start procedure has already been given, there's 35 seconds left to go before they can cross the start line. It's going to be the Star, as we said. We're going to see how the downwind plays, because this is the most important part of the race with the Star.
Yeah, you need, or you're in the lead by a big advantage, or everything will be decided under the
last downwind.
The downwind.
That's what we see with the Nations Cup as well. When we have the Star in the Nations Cup, the deciding moment is always that last bit of that last downwind.
Ooh.
And looks like we have a penalty start from Paradicus.
Yeah, but the penalty of La Jefa GBA was the crucial one.
Yep.
With Kanako at the moment in the lead, SGR and the Yuzu that are really, really close, but with NF Sailor and Nanana that's stopping everybody to attack. At the moment, NF Sailor is the one actually in the lead, with also considering the room to attack. So the right of way.
Yep, she will decide when the rest of the fleet can attack.
Yeah. And Nanana is not really, really far away after. But you know, Yuzu has the possibility to... Ooh, Nanana try to tuck away here. Yuzu tuck and duck. And Sailor going now. SGR waiting a little bit more to stop Kanako. And now a massive right wing shift is coming. Look at NF Sailor going down on Yuzu, try to do not cover Marion in Prison. La Jefa at the moment. The graphic says in the last position, she's not doing nice in this second to last race.
No,
Even
this,
if she
yeah.
gets the red wing shift.
The start was hard for her, but then again, it's the star, so it's gonna have a big wind shadow. So as long as she sticks to the fleet, she can still maybe grab a few places and eventually end up in the top half.
Yep.
But for sure, this is going to please NF Sailor. This is going to please Kanako. SGR88 as well coming here in second, attacking in front of NF Sailor. But it looks like Kanako is going to be the first one.
Yeah, but SGR has the right of way, so
Kanako takes the penalty.
By SGR.
And both SGR and NF Sailor take the lead on Kanako, who is now in third. Yuzu in fourth. Close by is Calafioro with Attila Aquila. And La Refa GBA is in 11th.
Ooh, look at the fight between Kanako and NF Sailor. Look how SGR can fly away from it.
SGR deciding to go straight, going at 7.5 knots. She is going to be covered by Yuzu, going slightly faster at 7.6. And here Kanako and NF Sailor fought a bit. NF Sailor taking the right, Kanako going towards the left, but Calafioro is in the mix as well, with Nanana also maybe covering NF Sailor later on. NF Sailor going at 8 knots over here. She's going at the same speed as SGR88.
Yeah.
But slower than Attila and Kila on the right over there.
It will be a mess downwind the gate. It will be a mess in the wing gate here. Because also there is a massive right wing shift coming. So I believe NF Sailor can gain a lot of position by just running the other mark. As you can see, SGR and Yuzu quickly try to close the horizontal gap up with NF Sailor, but at the moment, it seems NF Sailor is in a great position.
Yep, NF Sailor deciding to attack. She is likely going to cross paths with SGR88 and Yuzu. We're going to have to give her the right of way.
Attila Aquila in 7th, La Jefa in 8th.
And well, this is going to be very good for SGR.
So... Yeah, but don't jinx it yet. We still have one more race to go.
Yes, this is before last race. This is race number 6. After that, it's just race number 7 with the F50. So now's the time to pull out the cards.
Exactly. Oh, will be interesting. It will be really interesting because also there will be a battle between Yuzu and NF Sailor with Kanako that actually is stacking in the right position, try to avoid to be covered the whole upwind, last lapwind leg. The left wing shift is actually benefiting Yuzu and SGR with NF Sailor need to do 2 more attacks over there. Kanako attacking in front of Nanana. So it's a battle between those two.
Yeah, SGR maintains the lead. Yuzu is close behind. NF Sailor took a penalty here. And that's going to allow Attila Aquila and Attila Aquila taking a penalty as well.
Ooh. Even SGR running a mark too close.
SGR took a 31. SGR took a 31. Wow, yeah. Wow.
She's now being covered by Kanako. Kanako is being covered by NF Sailor.
Yeah, we're going to have a queue of people covering each other. Calafiora took a penalty here by touching Attila and Kila. That's going to allow Nanana to pass in front of her. Yuzu and SGR
and Yuzu are playing smart at the moment. Both of them are really happy with that position. Yuzu from 9th can jump up to 5th position. With the 2nd position, SGR can benefit from the victory here.
Yeah.
Let's wait for the end, but I do not feel a fight over there. The fight will be on the back. And Piraticus, NF Sailor, Nanana, Calafioro, La Jefa, all ready for the last cover for the last second.
As SGR88 is approaching the finish line, Yuzu in second. Behind her, Kanako is going to take third.
After that, we can roll the dice because it'll be a, a 15 TIE fleet.
And this finish over here is going to be tight. Yep. NF Sailor, I think, takes number 4. Tilan Kila is going to take 5. And then it's a roll of the dice to see who takes 6, 7, 8, 9. All arriving during the same second. Look at that time on the left. Black Panther finishing the march. Confirmation of the score on your screen. SGR88 in first, Yuzu in second, Kanako in third, IPTNF Sailor in fourth, Atilan Kila in fifth, Na in sixth, La Haifa GBA in seventh, Paraticus in 8, Walix in 9, Mayon Prison in 10, Calafio in 11, and Black Panther in 12. Let's have a look at the finishing times. We have 0.2 of a second between Walix and Mayon Prison, 0.4 of a second between La Haifa GBA and Paraticus, 1/10 of a second between Nanana and La Haifa GBA. Some very tight finishes over here.
1 and 7 is still SGR, so actually Antila needs to much better than that. Because SGR has 2 victory and 3 seconds. With another victory, Antila Aquila is not winning the tie-up, so
she needs to be
1 and 8.
Yeah. Well, F50 time, you're going to see this different starting position with this course. You're going to have the boundaries on the side of the course that you cannot cross, or you will be slowed down for 10 seconds if you touch them, or if you cross them. And well, the technique with the F50 is to try to cross the start line at maximum speed, so they're going to try to start far from the start line, pick up the speed, and we'll cross it at maximum velocity, which is why they're all staying at the back over there. And in the F50, well, the most crucial part is going to be the start with that first reaching and first downwind mark. If you can nail that, it's going to be more comfortable for the rest of the fleet, or the rest of the race. It's not going to win it for you, but it's going to be in an easier position. 8 seconds to go. The boats are starting to pick up the speed. 5 seconds to go. Watch out for the false start as well. And it is a
nice
go.
Start from SGR and NF Sailor. Amazing start from Kanako. Seems SGR can cross in front of everybody else. Let's see if she can break. Yes, and she is in the lead.
That's perfect for her perfect start. NF Sailor is still behind Paraticus in fourth, Kanako in third. We said Attila Kila, La Haifa GBA can maybe steal that first spot from her. And they are quite far behind. So, so far so good for SGR.
Yeah. Antila is in the last position, or second to last, kind of thing. Strange maneuver from SGR. She's done a really risky maneuver over there. With this kind of boat, you do not do the bows. It's completely different kind of approach. And as you can see, NF Sailor is almost getting the position. SGR is really lucky because she is in the path and NF Sailor is not. But right now they're going out, and NF Sailor will have the right of way, so SGR attacking early. If a right wing shift is coming and NF Sailor can make it to the ley line, she will get the position. If not, SGR will go probably on the boundaries and and leaving the position to NF Sailor because she doesn't need to risk it. She just need to be over there, keeping the position. Look at her exactly. She leave the position to NF Sailor. Wise move from the Swedish sailor that has already half of the qualification in her hand, and actually is going to pass really close to NF Sailor as they are both picking up speed. They're going really fast, and at the moment NF Sailor have 80 meters of advantage. Good for her to keep herself in the top 5.
Yep. And as you said, SGR88 should play safe, doesn't need to risk, doesn't need that first place. She just needs to arrive before La Haifa GBA and before Attila Aquila, and that will give her the win.
That, and they are really far away from a position that can damage her position. Nice running of the mark for SGR. Let's see if she can get back the position from NF Sailor. And yes, she is not leaving anything. She wants the victory, and she wants to get it.
Oh, we now see La Haifa GBA in 4th, getting dangerously close.
Yeah. But look at Piraticus there. She's also in the close to get the position. Look at here.
Piraticus is 7th overall with 41 points. She can still make it to 5th, depending on how the others perform.
Yep. The other are NF Sailor and Kanako. They are performing well.
And I see in the chat, Jasperido38, come on French. Showing the support for Black Panther and Marion en Prison. Who is going to be hard for them, if not impossible, to get into the top 5.
Yeah, it's already... I'm sorry for them, it's already... they have already not enough points to do that. And we are on the second to the last leg, with NF Sailor in the lead, but the victory will probably go
SGR.
It's
going to be this half a downwind and then this reaching finish. NF Sailor crossing the finish line in just a few seconds. In first, SGR is going to take 2nd. 3rd for Kanako. 4th, La Haifa GBA. 5th for Piraticus. 6th for Yuzu. Attila Aquila is in 7th. Walex is in 8th. Took a penalty. We'll put a penalty here on Black Panther, who falls down to 9 or 10. Nanana manages to sneak in the 9, so that pushes Black Panther in 10. Marion Prison in 11. And Carafiol in 12. And well, I think that confirms it for SGR. Congratulations to her. We'll get that confirmation with the score once it's been updated. But it looks like she is going to be the one.
Finish. They need to finish. Give me 1 second.
It's all good. It's all good. Take your time. But here's the confirmation on your screen. IPT, NF Sailor 1st, SGR88 in 2nd, Kanako in 3rd, La Haifa GBA in 4th, Piraticus in 5th, Yuzu in 6th, Attila Aquila in 7, Walex in 8, Na in 9, Black Panther in 10, Marion Prison in 11, and Calafioro in 12.
So before going into the results, I already swapped the results.
If you give me the go, I can start swapping.
You know when you can give the go in 3, 2, 1.
SGR 88 takes the first spot of the season for the semifinal. Our first qualified for the grand final. Sorry, 18 points. That was a master sailing from her tonight. She always finished in the top 2, except for one race where she finished 8th.
Yeah.
La Haifa GBA Aquila Antila, yeah, she was just on another level tonight. Haifa GBA Aquila Antila Kanako NF Sailor are the 2nd to 5th, and they're gonna qualify for the playoffs. straight for the playoffs, and then it's going to be Yuzu in 6th with 44 points, Paradicus in 7 with 46 points, and then 8th with 50 points, Black Panther 57 points and 9. Califiora 10th with 61 points, 11 for Wallix and 66 points, and Final Fusion with 80 points in 12th. Congratulations to SGR88 again, our first qualified for the grand final. Really strong sailing from her. I mean, you can't say anything else. It was just perfect from start to finish. And congratulations to Doku qualified for the playoffs. For those of you watching us, it is not too late. If you want to qualify for the playoffs, we still have one last challenge in the eSailing World Championship 2025. It's going to be qualifier 6 next week starting. So just download the Inshore game, head over there, and when the challenge becomes open, do your races and try to finish in the top 40 to get into the knockouts to hopefully win a place in the playoffs. Congratulations to SGR88 is the first qualified in the entire eSailing World Championship for the grand final this season. Quick shout out as well to and second grand final for her. Yeah, second in a row. Saw her last year in Sweden. Quick shout out as well to those working in the background. Giovanni for giving the starts and the instructions to join the races. Thank you to him. And to our protest committee who, lucky for them, did not have to work tonight, but they were here on call if needed. And I guess it's time for us to call it a night. So again, congratulations to SGR, congratulations to the 3 who make it to the playoffs, and we'll see you all very soon for Knockout 5 on Tuesday. Bye.
Bye-bye.